beautiful people. So I haven't really been here, and I'm sorry I haven't been here. I'm sorry I haven't been making YouTube videos. And if you've missed me, well, here I am. Here's my pretty little face. I'm back. I'm wonderfully back. I'm still here. So as I've been thinking about what I wanted to do as my come back to YouTube video, I was thinking about I have all this new stuff, and I thought the only thing I really haven't done in the scheme of YouTube videos is a haul video. So I figured that I'd just sit here and I'd do a haul video. This one's going to be makeup because I've become a makeup artist and I started selling Mary Kay, which is not why I'm making this video at all, not because of that. It's because I have some things I want to show you, what I use and things like that. And then there's going to be a separate video that's going to be clothes and all that sort of stuff that you'll get to see, and understand. That's not really going to be a lookbook, but that'll be more like, maybe it will be more like a lookbook combined with a haul, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, without further ado, here's my little makeup haul. There's a lot of it, so at some point I am going to have to get up and go and get the other piece because I forgot to bring it over here, which I will go get it in a second. So the first thing, as any makeup artist in person has to have, I don't really use this very much, but this is my favorite mirror. I think I got it at Ulta. My grandma got it, so I'm not sure how much it was. But basically what it is you open it like this, and it spins for, you can have close-up or not, and then it has these little dials. I don't know if you could see them, but you just turn it, and it goes based off the place you're going to be when you're wearing the makeup. So like if you're outdoors, you're in your house, you're at work, or you're in bright light, like fluorescent lights, or going to be in the sun at like a festival or something all day, something like that. Then the next thing that I absolutely live by, I can't afford the Urban Decay Naked palette because it's too expensive, or a MAC one or anything. So I just went to Ross and picked this up, and I just went in, and now I think they only have palettes now because when I was there the other day, that's all I saw. This is my nude palette that I use. It's by JBL. I really think it works well. I use it, as you can see, to line my eyebrows, and I use it sometimes for my eyes, but as you can see, I've used it well. This is actually my favorite. This is the color I use. This brown color right here is the color that I use on my eyebrows, which I'll show you what it is. See, so that's the color I use on my eyebrows. It's very pigmented. I really like makeup that when you put it on your finger, it's really pigmented and you can see it well. If you can't see it well, then it's not worth your time at all. So I have a whole separate like storage thing for it, but my basic other thing besides that I use, that I have been loving, is my grandma gave me a bunch of brushes. Now, I don't use all of these all the time, like these, but what I did as a makeup artist, I like to have things that look really cool and fresh and funky and just really fun. So I took gold duct tape and I duct taped them all and made them all look pretty, except for when I got my new eyebrow palette. I haven't done that because the brush is only like that big, so it's not really worth it to use a tiny little strip of duct tape. So there's all this, and out of all this, my favorite brush, which I just learned by taking an online makeup course, this thing, it's for getting all the eyeshadow underneath your eyes, and I thought that was ingenious. Sorry, I dropped a bunch, so hold on. Let me get what I dropped. So there's all that, and then there's a site called Zenny, not Zenny, but a site called Zulily. I don't know why I keep thinking it's Zenny. I get the two mixed up. And I got a bunch of these for like 16 bucks. There were like 100. It came with 100 lip pencils and 100 eye pencils. So I thought that was really cool and really awesome. What else have I been using lately? I mean, I am a Mary Kay person, so I do use Mary Kay. And the one I use is Ivory 4. And when I do it, I usually mix it with, which is going to sound lame because if Mary Kay ever sees this video, this is totally not what you're supposed to do. But I mix it with this stuff that somebody gave me from Bare Minerals called the Bare Skin Sheer Sun thing. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. And it came with this brush. This brush has been a lifesaver. Basically what you do is you put like a dab, like if I'm using regular foundation that's not super watery, I just lay it on my hand and then I scoop it up and I put it on. And what it does is it soaks in here, so it goes on for an even coat. And the cool thing about this brush too is, like, let's say you mess up or you have a line that's out of line, like on your eyes or your eyebrow, you have a piece that's up here. I just brush this over and it seems to just go over and cover it up and take it off and kind of blend it in or make it go away. So I always thought that that was kind of cool about that. And then I made this thing a while ago because when I first started my makeup business, I had a lot of different colors and a different things, all sorts of things. So I went to the craft store and I bought something and I put all my lipsticks in something and I put a bunch of my colorful eyeshadows and I made some new colors and stuff like that. So that's kind of what I've done recently, which I think has been really freaking cool because I really have been enjoying life. And then what I did is I looked at all the labels on them and I went through and I labeled all my lipsticks, so if people ask me, I can tell them, oh, it's this color or it's that color, or it's, you know, it's really cool to be able to do that. So the other thing I've been living off of is I use this. I went in and I just found like the cheapest loose face powder one day when I had some money on me, when I was fortunate to have some income. And this is the New York City Smooth Skin Loose Face. It's the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder. And basically, it really is just loose face powder, which I'm not really going to open it because it's going to make a mess because it's everywhere all over me already. But this has been like my godsend. It's nice because like when I put on foundation and I feel like I put on too much, or when you close in on my face and it looks really grainy, like I'll put that over and it'll make it look smooth and even it out. Plus, it says it's in the color translucent, basically. It's what I got it in, because it's like I can use it like a translucent powder. It's not made like translucent powder, but I can use it as that, so I think that's pretty cool. And then the other thing that I use a lot, which e.l.f. is a really good brand because they make like high quality products for on the cheap side. So they're like good makeup artist products if you're just starting out and stuff like that. But this e.l.f. Thing I got, it's called Makeup and Mist Set. So basically what it does is it mists your face, so if you have on a lot of makeup, it makes you feel like not so caked on, and it wets it down. And plus it gives it a little tiny bit of shine, and then it also sets your makeup. Sometimes I've used it if I don't ever put on foundation, I just use translucent powder. I just put it on a brush and I just swipe it over my eyes or my lips or something like that. But the other cool thing is once these are empty, you can always just reuse the bottles and fill them with water. And just make sure that you label them with water, because I made that mistake and now I have one that I don't know what it is and I haven't figured out yet, but who knows. This is my other favorite thing right now that my grandma got me. It's the Smashbox brow thing. As you can see, I've used it a lot. But it's literally just, you put on the wax thing with this little brush thing, which is somewhere, and then you can choose these two colors to use. But like I said, I use the JBL thing for my eyebrows. And then I always go to the dollar store and I always get like, at least here in Arizona, we have a dollar stores. We have 99-cent stores that sell like brand name makeup in like boxes, and they're like beauty aisle. So I've been going in there and just finding things for different skin tones and just stocking up on quality products at a lower price when they're discontinued from bigger stores. So I just recently got this, and I've been using this, like the Bare Minerals Bare Skin thing, and it can do the exact same thing. I added a little bit of water to this so it makes it watery like that, so it doesn't go on so it doesn't go on so heavy, and it doesn't look like I'm really burnt out by the sun. But it seems to work really well. My other favorite thing are these 3 things. And this is where I get a little bit, I don't know what I get. But this is just like a tinted moisturizer. It's the NYC thing. I got this at dollar store too. It's NYC Appalicious Glossy Balm, and it works really well. These are my favorite things. I think these are made by Kate Moss or Kate Hudson or something. That's who I assumed that they were by. I don't really actually know. They're the lasting finishing things. I got these literally at the dollar store. I saw them and I was like, this packaging though, it's like so cute. Look at that. It says like Kate on it and it's got a little heart. So here's the colors I got. So there's that color. I don't know if you can see that. There's that. And then I'll swipe the other ones for you. I don't know where my third one is, but I have a black one somewhere. Not a black one, but it's like, then there's that color. I don't know if you can see that. And then when I do those, I usually put this over it, which I have no idea what I just did with it. who knows? I have a lip gloss that I usually put over it. So I don't know. But then I have these, which are like these Physicians Formula. You can find a lot of this at Ross, which is where I recommend if you're just starting out using makeup or anything like that, to go and get palettes, because you can get the primer palettes, you can get the contouring palettes, which I do contouring, but I don't do it on myself unless I know that I'm going to be in professional photos. Then I will, which is another thing that Physicians Formula is good for. Bare Minerals also has them, but you can also make your own contour kit. It's not that hard. You just need to go get the right colors, like a nude palette. I mean, it's not that complicated. Then the other thing that I really use a lot is I use this thing. This came in one of the things I bought early on in my makeup artistry earlier this summer. And I use this color a lot. And you see how pigmented that is? I think it looks really pretty. And I also sometimes will mix it with these two. So I usually, sometimes I'll put those three together, or I'll just put these two right here. My two fingers are moving. Yeah, the little finger dance, I know. That's what I usually do. But sometimes I'll just use this one too. So it just depends on what look I'm going through. I haven't used this one yet, but I might for Halloween because I'm going to be an evil porcelain doll. I also have, you can get, this is by JBL. I know this looks terribly, I need to clean these, but this is another, it's a bronzer palette, but you can use it like a contour palette. That's what I use it for, because it's a bronzer contour palette thing. Now, I have this too that I don't really ever use, but it's like, okay, it's not my favorite thing, but I think it's pretty good. I just found it. I lost it for a while, so I just found it, so that's good, because it was expensive, so I wonder where it went. And then as far as all of this other stuff goes, like, what do I use for, like, liners? What do I use for mascaras? What do I use for, you know, all that good and delicious things that we all like to love and want, and all the goody goody gumdrops, as one of my other favorite YouTubers would say. But what I was going to say, oh, here's one of the lip glosses. This is by Beauty Forever. It's just a nude lip gloss that I would put over something like this. One of the things I have that I got earlier this summer is this MAC Extended Lip Play Giga Black Lash, and it's waterproof. I really like this because I tend to cry a lot. I'm very emotional, stuff like that. Then I got this, the LA Colors at the dollar store, and it seems to work pretty well. They have a bunch of like stick ones and pencils and all sorts of stuff. This I haven't used yet, but I'm really excited to use. But it's this Scandalized thing I got at a dollar store too, and it's by Rimmel London. I think it's pretty cool. Now this, when I first Mary Kay thing I went to this summer before I became a person, this is what they gave me. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the color of it. It's literally that color, but I just usually put black over it. Then this is my thing. I've had this for years, but I haven't used it that much. But it's like, I got it because it looks literally like a starry, spacey sky, and I love space. Like, it's one of my favorite things. So I think that's really, really cool to be able to say that I have something that looks like space. Now, if you're looking for colors that are more like natural and whatnot, this is by Honeybee Gardens. And Honeybee Gardens is like a natural thing you can get at like Whole Foods or whatever natural store you have near you. And it literally looks like this. These are different kinds. They're made with like all natural, not tested on animal ingredients and things like that. And that's literally what it looks like. And that's just how pigmented it is and things like that. So, I don't know. I just thought that was pretty cool. Ignore this finger, because that's the sparkly finger from earlier. But yeah, so those two are just my favorite right now. And then I got this little case you can get. I recommend if you want to build your own, either go and do what I did and go to the dollar store and get that. Do that. Now as for cons, my grandma gave me this thing. It's actually broken, but it's from like, I think it's literally from Costco. It's by Kirkland, and I don't really like it. It's pigmented as it is. Like, see, pigmented as that is. Like, I don't really like it because I don't really have a use for it. I mean, I like the gold one. That's really all I like, which I can show you. This gold one. I mean, you can't really see it that well, but I think it looks really cool. And then the purple one's kind of cool. I mean, it's really light, but she never used it. And maybe I'd use the yellow one, but other than that, I don't know what else I'd use. As far as when it comes to like makeup remover and like that, of course I use the Mary Kay one, yeah, because I sell Mary Kay, but that's not what I'm going to endorse in this video. Is I use these because they were super cheap at the dollar store. Now, as far as these goes, cheap is not always better. That's what I'm starting to figure out. But my favorite ones, but I can't afford them now because they're like $6 a pack, is the Neutrogena oil-free ones. They come in like a yellowish-orange package. And I think those ones are really, really cool. And those happen to be my favorite ones. As for the things that I'm wearing today on my face would be this, and would be this Ivory 4, the Bare Minerals Bare Skin thing, this Mary Kay moisturizer stuff. The blush I showed you, it would be that pinkish lipstick, and then I filled my eyebrows in, and then I used one of the pencils I got from a kid a long time ago that I've just never used. That's in black as my eyeliner. And then I just did basic black Mary Kay lashes with the mascara. So that's kind of what I have for you today. Well, I hope you all stay wonderful and beautiful. Alright, bye my little rainbows.